Hello everybody and welcome back to Mindful SMP. As you can see, I have a few villagers here in the fort, and that's because Minion had reached out and asked if I could spare a few, so he's going to swing by and pick these guys up. Mindful SMP is sponsored by MC Pro Hosting. If you want to play on a server with friends, you can save 20% by using the code MINDFUL at checkout. Now that we have delivered the villagers to Minion, I want to give you a little tour of some things going on around spawn. So you may have noticed I updated the path here so that it matches some of the other path. And then there's this big hole here. Wow. It is a project that Lautner and some folks are working on, and I think it's going to be pretty cool when it's done, but it's pretty scary right now. Over here is a nice little windmill that Random built. Run around and show you that. Just a nice little building with a bed in it in case somebody needs to crash out while they're running around, so that's very nice. And then over in the distance, you can see this goat bouncing around. This goat killed one of Lautner's cats, and so this is his punishment. So, funny story, you may have noticed that I was missing horses over at the fort, and I'm missing one of my cats, and some other people were missing pets as well, and we were all like really puzzled. Like, did they all get hit by lightning, or did somebody go around and steal them? You know, what's going on? And we figured out by looking back at the logs, a zoglin got loose in spawn, and it just went around and killed all our pets, so we'll have to find more horses. As promised, we're going to add another attraction to our carnival. I want to do something over in this space here, and I think what I want to build is a big parkour course. Now, personally, I'm terrible at parkour, and I don't know if anybody on the server is good at it, but I figured it was sort of a comparable idea to a maze, you know, rather than it being, you know, walking through tunnels and hallways, it's climbing, and I think that would be a fun addition to the carnival. As far as the size and scope of this thing, I'm a little fuzzy on that. I have a vague idea of what I want it to look like. Basically, I want there to be a tower in the middle, and the course will sort of spiral around that tower until we get to the top, and then they'll just drop down the center to get back out. And then I imagine the bottom is going to be water, and that way if somebody falls during the course, they won't die, and they have the opportunity to try it again. The one thing I do know about parkour is that certain jumps are mathematically possible. So here, if we're standing on this block is 2 away, 1, 2, that's an easy jump. Here, this one is 3 away, 1, 2, 3, easy jump. This one is 4 away, 1, 2, 3, 4, And that one, if I just walk and jump, it's not going to do it. You do have to run, but it is a possible jump. So if I run and jump, I can make that. Now here, it is also 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 across, up 1. That should still be a possible jump. If I walk, no. But if I run, yes. So that's kind of the limits, is 4 is possible. And there's other things where, you know, do you have enough room? Let's say I landed on a fence post. Do I have enough room to run then? Things like that. That's what makes it tricky. Okay, I think that is a good shape. So we got kind of our space here that'll be filled with water, and then this will be the tower in the center, and the course will kind of wind its way around this. I'm noticing as I test this out, I get these little lag hiccups every once in a while. I don't know if it's server or if it's just 1.18 or if it's my computer, but it's really frustrating when things periodically hiccup like that, especially when you're trying to be precise. This thing is so frustrating. It is possible so far. I've been trying it as I go, and all of the jumps are possible. It's tricky. This part here especially, I'm not good at this. Whoops. Ugh. Okay, I think I got this miserable course completed. I'll run it in a minute to show you guys how this works. But first I want to put the water down because I'm getting pretty beat up falling over and over and over. And as always, we're going to put a little bit of redstone in here. Okay, let me show you what I've got going on down here. We did just like before where we did a little item filter. We have it looking for our tokens, and when we place a token in here, that makes the comparator spill the signal over a little bit, which turns this torch off. Just like before, over in the maze, I have the signal inverted here, which then kicks on this little flip-flop here. And this goes up to a fence gate. So right now, if I try to walk through, it won't let me through. But if I throw a token in there, that opens, lets me through. Now, when this torch turns off temporarily, it inverts the signal. So this kicks on and then does this little flip-flop thing here. So you can see this is on, which is, where is it? Here it is, powering the fence gate. And then when I step on this pressure plate over here, a signal will come down, kick this torch off, and it will flip-flop it back around. If I walk on through, I step on this pressure plate, closes up behind me. So it's basically exactly the same redstone that I did over in the maze entrance. Instead of a piston door opening though, we're just using a fence gate. I've been just kind of placing some random blocks here, and I got this idea that maybe I could theme this as like an old temple, like we're climbing the temple or raiding the temple, that sort of thing. So let me do a little playing with that and see if I can come up with some cool theming. I feel like that's looking pretty good. Just a little bit of a, like I said, a rough temple theme. Got some of the mossy stuff going on, a little bit of a mix of stone and stone bricks. And it says, Temple Raider Parkour, 1 token for unlimited tries. So they'll throw their token in here, and then they can go on inside. And then we've got it marked that this is where the exit is. I think that looks really, really good. The players are going to start off by jumping onto a drip leaf and then across some snow blocks. Some of those snow blocks are powdered snow, so you can fall through them. A couple of simple jumps, and then this is the first one that involves running. Then we have this kind of tricky bit here with these fence posts that climb in elevation. So you do have to run to each of them, but make sure you don't fall off. And a big jump over here to the wool, kind of a little side hop here up. And then behind us is like a little tightrope of glass panes. And you kind of want to jump over to the ladder, but unfortunately you'll hit your head. So you have to jump over to the crystal, which has a really small hitbox. You jump onto the point, you're going to fall off. Big jump across to the ladders, around the corner to the other ladder. Then we kind of hop up here, get onto the slabs, big jump across, another jump, and then again onto the wool. Kind of a weird little side jump here. Allows us to climb up, across here to another crystal that's way over there. And then we got to jump onto an end rod, which is really skinny. Got it. Out to the wool. Another end rod jump that's really precarious. Got it. Out to the wool, and then into the finish. Now, I'm not going to lie, it took me over 100 times to get that shot. I tried this so many times, and there's so many tricky little bits, and I'm terrible at parkour. So yeah, this took me forever to get through. But it looks great, and I think it's a really cool addition to the Carnival, and I think some people who like parkour are really going to enjoy this. And that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.